So I wanted to make a different video. I had a relationship with a very intense relationship with a partner where we went through a lot of stuff. I'll make another video about that. But it was right after my kundalini awakening. Now, when I met her, everything in me that needed her, it was drawn to her. And I wanted to use her to live through her. I had this sense like, whoopee, I'm gonna live through my partner, because I felt alive having experiences with her. I wasn't alone anymore. I felt love. I had amazing sex. I had amazing adventures. We had a lot of things in common. We had collective interests. But then what I noticed was, after the honeymoon period, there was a lot of expectations from each other, a lot of differences, right? Everything unconscious is starting to come up, and you work on what you can. You heal together the way you can. But I noticed I didn't have that feeling of aliveness anymore through her, right? There was a lot of resistance from my part as well. But I couldn't use her anymore to feel alive, to live through her. Because I thought I'm going to become who I'm supposed to be by committing myself fully to her and living 100% through her, right? Giving everything I can to her and making the best of it. And that's what I tried. And I failed. And I was depressed for a long time. When I found KAP, what was so beautiful about it was the moment I started KAP, I felt aliveness. I felt deep aliveness. I felt at home. I felt whole. I felt I'm alive again. I haven't felt this for a long time, and I know what I need to do. I have the power and the energy to walk on. I began to realize, the more KAP that I did, what do I really want? And energetically, I felt drawn to certain things, and I knew this is the path that I want to take. This is the thing that interests me. And I realized I don't have to stay with my partner anymore. I don't have to keep her, to use her, right? I can let it go now. I can forgive myself, ask her for forgiveness, tell her everything, and just let it go. Because I now know, with the help of KAP, with the sessions of KAP, I can allow myself to walk my path and to expand my consciousness, to integrate my ego, to integrate my humanity, and to become fully actualized. What do I mean by that? I mean, all the facets that are already imprinted in my soul, right, in my higher self, all those things that are already in me, they're just waiting to come out. They're just waiting to be revealed and to be manifested. The more things that I let go in KAP, the more space there is for the original, for the real, to bubble up and to present it to me. Because this is what Venet Wong also says: the more KAP that you do, the more that your desires from your lower self fall away and the desires of your higher self become apparent. And this is so true. And I went to KAP once a week, twice a week. Sometimes I went once every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. I have moments where I went 3 times a week. Now, I didn't do this purposefully. I was just experimenting. Now I usually go once a week or once every 3-4 weeks because I need more integration time. But every time I feel alive. It almost feels like I dip myself in a pool of cosmic energy, and I feel like I'm blessed, and I have the energy and the drive to go towards what I truly desire, to go towards what I really love to do, and to express it. And I have also the resilience to let past me what is not mine, what I don't need. And this is so amazing. This is so empowering. This is... How can you not love to be given a chance to be empowered without depending on anyone, right? Sure, you pay for the KAP session, but what you get in return is so much more valuable, right? Because if you don't have those sessions, there's so much, well, one of the facilitators says caca or shit or garbage that's there, and who's gonna clean it up? If you're not gonna clean it up, if you're not putting yourself in a position where you clean it up, what happens is you get stuffed, start to reek, it starts to rot, you start to get depressed, you start to get suicidal, you can start, there's so many, you can spend so many years be trapped in your guilt, in your pain, in your confusion. Why? Because we don't know how to deal with it. We're being told in society, you have to be successful, you have to be beautiful, you have to contribute to society, and keep up good face. Don't let people see how you fall down. It is kind of sad, right? Because what are we trained to do? We're trained to ignore our real feelings and our real experience, and to strive for perfection, right? To be a perfect citizen. So I love KAP, I truly do. And I know it may seem a bit unkind, but this is what we do, consciously or unconsciously. We're always looking at things or people as a way of getting something we desire. So something that either contributes to our attachments or threatens our attachments, consciously or unconsciously. Always this is happening, right? So that's why I realized I was using my partner to live through her, right? That's why I needed her. I felt like I couldn't lose her, because that was my connection to life. I lived through her. But now I just go to KAP energized, and I feel inspiration, I feel connected to my soul, I feel a direction that I need to move, and I move from my center. I move wherever my soul points me towards. Sometimes I fumble, sometimes I fail, but then what do? I get up, I regroup, I try to learn from the experience, try to integrate it. Sometimes I'm not ready for it, but that's also okay. The more you go through these experiences, and especially in KAP, the more you realize that there's such a depth to our human experience. There's such a plethora of perception that we're not even aware of. How magnificently rich life is, and how much we make it so small, right? How much we make it seem like it's just this little thing, and we're doing this and we're doing that and we're doing this, but it's so much more. There's so much more to feel, to experience, to enjoy, to learn about yourself, about the universe, about your purpose, about energy, about who you are, about what you need to do, about it's endless. So that was a lesson for me. That was truly a lesson for me. What's really important is learn to love yourself, right? KAP has also taught me that by truly loving myself, by allowing myself to take the steps, to take the chances that I truly desire, because I feel they come out of my heart, they come out of my soul, I realize I'm blessed to be able to have that chance. Whether it fails or it succeeds, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna try, and I'll see what happens. So, do I regret using my girlfriend as a way to life? No, I don't, because I didn't know any better, and I always had love for her. I always had love for her, always. And now with KAP, I use KAP because I know it's a modality, it's a tool. It's a tool for me to recenter myself. It's like you're going to a doctor or to a chiropractor or to yoga or to gym. You go to it and you get a usefulness out of it. And for me, it's a tool, it's a holistic tool for shadow work, for integration of your consciousness, for evolution of your consciousness, for integration of your consciousness. It's like upgrading, and leveling up. Whatever I say, I'm only saying that because that's how I perceive it right now. But I may be wrong. But time will tell, right? Thank you for listening.